वसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः.
नमो नमः. Good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are joining. The Mahabharata, Bhara means heaviness. Mahabharata is so heavy, so profound that nobody has explored this one fully. Very few people have scaled the peaks of Mahabharata. And you can scale Mount Everest, but scaling Mahabharata is so terse. Even Brahma says he is still contemplating on the deeper meaning of Mahabharata. It has stories within stories. It is regarded as higher than Vedas also. Vedas, to assimilate that one, you need to have a formal education, and women and all to learn Vedas. It's very difficult to dedicate the whole life. Whereas Mahabharata, Vedavyasa said, he composed this Mahabharata to make the Shastra accessible to ordinary people also, and get the benefit of Mahabharata. Even the housewives can understand the message of profound message of Mahabharata. Mahabharata war was fought for 18 days. Duryodhana, earlier he was saying that he had everything, all the wealth and all the political connections, and he was so glad that his army was bigger than Pandava's army. He thought with his money and his shrewdness, he is more powerful. With his money, Dhana, name itself is Duryodhana. His focus is money. I have wealth, I can buy anything in the world. He was so thinking that everything is there. And after the 18th day of the war, when his dear friend Karuṇa also died, and everyone, Guru Dronacharya died, his all 100 brothers were killed by Bhimasena. Now he left with nobody. He tried to fight the battle, and when he was alone. He fought with his chariot. Even chariot was broken. Then he rode on an elephant. Bhima, he knocked off his elephant also. Then his horse also, he lost the horse also. Then when everything is lost, then he was so puffed up that his wealth, nobody could stop him. Now he had nothing else, and he went and hid inside the lake called as Dvaipayana Sarovar. He went and hid within. He hid himself, and then at that time, the three other people left over were Ashwattama. Ashwattama was badly beaten by Bhimasena. Badly beaten. Among all the Kauravas, Ashwattama inflicted maximum damage on the Pandava side, and he was an incarnation of Shiva himself. And on the other side, Pandava side, Bhimasena inflicted maximum damage on Kaurava side. Even Ashwatthama could not stand, he ran away, and along with Kripacharya, Dronacharya's brother-in-law, and Kritavarma, 3 people, they knew that where they are, they knew where Pandavas are, and asked they knew where the hiding place of Duryodhana. They went to that lake and called him out. You are here, we know, come out. Talk what needs to be done. And he was discussing about he lost everything, and local fishermen, they saw some discussion is happening. They suspected this one. Duryodhana thought nobody was seeing. Even Ashwatthama he saw, and they thought nobody is there to look at us, and they discussed. They were discussing. Fishermen saw they were close to Pandavas. They went and reported to Pandavas. The Ashwatthama said, we better go before Pandavas detect us. They went out, and Duryodhana went inside. These fishermen went and reported to the Pandavas. We saw some suspicious discussion between Duryodhana and other 3 people. So Yudhishthira along with the brothers came, and Yudhishthira he called Duryodhana, "Oh coward, now you are hiding within. You are supposed to fight with us. You are hiding now. What happened to your valor? Come out." Then Duryodhana said, "I am tired, I am exhausted, I have nothing to do. I have lost everything. I have no friends, no family, everything I have lost, and I got vairagya. I have vairagya now. Take the kingdom and rule." Then at that time Yudhishthira said, he was very annoyed, "You are giving as a charity. We don't want any charity. This was a fight. Initially we offered a negotiation, you did not. Now as if a magnanimous, you got a vairagya, since you lost everything, we don't want your free kingdom, come and fight." He said, "I don't have any weapon, I don't have any the chariot." Then Yudhishthira said, "You come and we'll give you the weapon. Whatever weapon you want, you take it. Whatever weapon you want, you take it." And then Krishna was also besides Pandavas. Yudhishthira made another one. He said, "Whatever weapon you take, and among 5 of us, you choose whom you want to fight. Doesn't matter. Whoever, if you win, whatever, we don't want any kingdom. Everything is yours. You can reclaim." At that time, Krishna was next to him. "I thought you stopped gambling. You started again gambling. Gambling, what a ridiculous. You know, the Duryodhana, nobody can beat him, and even Devas can't beat him. Only Bhima can beat." And at that time, Duryodhana had chosen Bhima. The Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Duryodhana thought, only if I fight with anybody else, I won't have any credit. He had been fighting, preparing himself. He had a cast iron statue of Bhimasena for 13 years. Every day he was practicing against that cast iron. He was hitting that one, various parts of that statue. He was practicing. He chose. Krishna said, had he selected anybody, you would have lost everything. Yudhishthira said, "Yes, I know, but since you are there, you make whatever devotee says, you make it fulfilled. I have whatever wrong I have uttered, I know, Krishna, you are there. Whatever blabber I do, you make it happen. That is why, with confidently, I told about that one. And Duryodhana, another reason, he was hiding in the Dvaipayana lake. He had gone to Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa Rishi, he got a mantra. He had collected 3,000 mantras from various teachers. He was doing the japa on 3,000. Duryodhana also. Just because you are doing a japa doesn't mean you are a good person. Intention is important rather than even evil person also. Evil people also, wrong people also go to the temple and put on all costumes. He was doing the japa. And Durvasa had given, if you repeat this one, he gave a Jalastamba mantra. Jalastamba, with that siddhi, you can go into the water and nobody would detect. And there is a different siddhis like Agni Stamba is there, Bhu Stamba is there. You can hide inside the earth and cover yourself. You won't die. It's many cases of that one we hear also. You can get into the fire. Agni Stamba is there. He had a mantra of Jalastamba, and Durvasa Rishi had told, if you repeat this mantra for 7 consecutive days, whoever have died in your side, everyone will come back. Whoever have 11 Akshohinis have died, everyone will come back. And they will become immortal. So, he was very cunning. He was pretending that he got sannyasa. I am very fed up, you take. He was doing the japa. But when he pulled out, that was thwarted and disturbed, and he chose the maize, that was Amavasya night, Amavasya day. It was, he fell down on Amavasya. Duryodhana and Bhimasena that had pledged that he would break his thighs, both thighs. Once one pledge was for, he asked Draupadi to sit on his thigh. Bhima said in the Sabha Parva he would break his thigh. Second time, when Bhima was walking out after losing, Yudhishthira lost the game of dice, everything in ordinary clothes when they were walking, stepping out of the palace, Duryodhana imitated the way Bhima was walking and laughing. Bhima turned back and said, I will break your other thigh also. He made a promise. And in the game of mace, you are not supposed to hit below the navel. So, Duryodhana thought, this Bhima will going to hit me on my thighs, but if he hits me below the thighs, so that everyone will accuse him of wrong playing foul. So, when he knew that final stroke was coming, he did a somersault. His thighs went up, and at that time Bhima hit that one, so it was not below the navel, above the navel. He hit behind in the lumbar region. It is connecting the sciatica. Both legs collapsed, and he stomped on his head, and Bhima stomped on his head. At that time, Balarama was there. Balarama said, you should not do this one. He was a crowned king. Bhima said, I am stomping this one because one reason you asked in the Yudhishthira to put Sri Krishna as an object, and like he pledged Bhima, Draupadi and everyone kingdom, you put Krishna also. For insulting Sri Krishna, I am stomping your head. stomping, he stomped on that one, stomped on his head, and Balarama was very angry. Because Balarama, Duryodhana went and studied under Balarama also, though Balarama, Duryodhana had a knack of entering into everyone's mind. Balarama had a soft corner for Duryodhana. He was very angry. He picked up his weapon, not mace, his negilu, what you call plow. He went and plow. Sri Krishna stopped. What Bhima is doing is right, not to interfere. And then after that, when Duryodhana was, he collapsed that night, even dogs and jackals were eating his flesh, pulling out and eating. He did not die. Still he did not die. That is why that is the custom. When a person dies, not to put the body out. Bury it deep or put it in the fire so that any dogs or jackals should not eat the body. That Duryodhana, he was claiming that he was unstoppable, and now he lost everything. That person has even jackals foxes were eating his flesh. But Duryodhana had told, I am so happy. Duryodhana told Yudhishthira, I am so happy, I ruled the earth. I enjoyed my life. I shunted you to the forest. I thoroughly enjoyed. I am very happy. And but in fact, if you read Mahabharata, Yudhishthira had ruled the kingdom for 76 years. From the age of 16 to 29, he was a king. Before the 29. At that time, Duryodhana sent him to the forest and Lakshagriha. In the forest, in the pretext, he wanted to burn them off. For 2 years, they were in incognito, and Draupadi's marriage was there. From 31 to 58, again he came, and Indraprastha, he was a king for 27 years. And after the war, he was 71, until the age 106, he was the king. 76 years he was a king. Only 13 years and small fraction was, he was not a king, but Duryodhana could able to rule only for 13 years. But here, that he said, I'm so happy how I ran the show, and he was in the defeat also. He was boasting himself. And he also said, Krishna, Pandavas did not want to fight. You instigated them to fight. So, the war had happened because of you. Whatever sin had occurred in this war, may it everything go to you. Duryodhana was saying. He was not prepared to acknowledge his fault, and what Sri Krishna responded, we will see next week. This even the good people, something wrong happened, they regret. They have a remorse. Or even at the time of death, they have a remorse. But evil people, even at the time of death, they will have no remorse. They continue to justify how they lived. It's you can't compare at the time of when we become old, everyone will become good. Mahabharata is saying, evil person is an evil person even at the time of death. Even at the time of death. As the Duryodhana was leaving the body, what was his wish? We will see that one next week. So, good person is a good person, and some people, even if they had done some mistake, they correct themselves. Like Karuṇa, he had a remorse. He corrected himself. But whereas Duryodhana, even in the last minute, even out of when jackals were eating his flesh, so much of discomfort, still justifying his action, no remorse. That is the quality of a good and bad. In Mahabharata, Sri Krishna says, evil people should not be dealt in a dharmic way. You have to deal with the evil people in their own means. You should not, if a thief is coming to your and he is running away with the loot, you should make all devices to arrest him. Thief should not say, you oversped, you are speeding, why did you speed? You should not follow the rule to the adharmic way. For the adharmic way, you have to deal with them accordingly. By rule book, if you go, they will try to exploit. Like what you see in the politics also, adharmic people, they try to go legal means. We want justice. They have done all injustice, but they are seeking for justice. That Mahabharata's message, adharmic people must be dealt in their, got to be taught message in their own language. We have started the Bhakti Yoga. Arjuna asked the question. In the 11th chapter, it finishes with Bhaktiyastu anyaya shakya aham evam vidorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Without bhakti, without the means of bhakti, you cannot realize me. Bhakti is the only means. Bhakti is only means you can realize. Arjuna had seen the Vishwarupa Darshana. He was thinking Sri Krishna was his close friend. After seeing the Lord everywhere, he asked the question, should I see you everywhere, contemplate on you everywhere, in all forms, or like Ishtadevata in one point? Which one is better? Another way of asking, like in electron, atom is there, nucleus at the center, electrons are orbit around, orbits are there. Should I contemplate on the orbits or nucleus? Nucleus is pinpointed. Orbits, so many orbits are there. Electrons are orbiting in various orbits. Sometimes electrons jump from one orbit to other. Which one is better? Which one is better? Arjuna asked the question. Sri Krishna says, focus on the nucleus. When you connect to the nucleus, you will understand the orbit. But if you only focus on the orbit, you may not understand the nucleus. Core you won't understand. In the tree, whether to understand the tree, should I count each and every leaf and study each and every twig, each and every branch, or understand the root? It says, if you understand the root, you will understand the tree. To understand the tree, if you know the seed, you understand the tree. Only if you are counting branches and leaves and twigs, the life is so short. You will get confused. And Sri Krishna says that is a challenge. Try to go to the root. Arjuna uvacha evam satata yukta ye bhaktasvam pariyupasate yecha avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Satata yukta ye. Bhakti means not one-off. Once in a week I go to a temple, or once in when my birthday is there I will go to my temple, or once in many people they say I am very busy, I have to work, I do Sandhya Vandana on the weekend. And they say I am very busy. Busy, it is not option, it is not once a week, every day. Every day you have to do. that bhakti satata-yuktaye, always, always. Satata-yuktaye, link between the devotee and the God is always connected. It is not one-off. Shri Krishna Arjuna asked the question, Satata-yuktaye, always connected, pari-pari upasate, contemplating on you, on the greatness of you in various ways, or akshara avyaktam, your manifestation. God is there everywhere. People, logically, they talk about God is there everywhere. People, even Dayananda Saraswati also said, God is there everywhere. When the God is there, how can you see in the temple? So you need not try to go to the temple. He was in the temple. He was in Pakistan. He saw in the temple some offering was made, and it was eaten by some mice, and he was thinking, this God cannot protect his own food, and what this idol worship is not required. God is there everywhere, and see him everywhere. That concept, God is there, that concept, God is there everywhere. Yes, God is there everywhere, but one policeman also, one person said he was going in the night time in the cycle, and no light. Police caught him, there is no light. He said there is a street light. Outside street light is there, then why light is there, I can see. Then police flattened the tire, and he said, why? He said, air is there everywhere. Why do you need air here? And air, why you need air? That is why you need the air also, point also. Yes, God is there everywhere, but you need a point of contemplation. God is there. When God is there everywhere, he is there in the temple also. That logic, same logic, what Dayananda Saraswati said, when God can be everywhere, for a devotee, God is there in the temple also. And in the temple, God is there everywhere minus temple, not that one. When he is there everywhere, he is there in the temple also. For a devotee, he wants to see the God in the temple. So, not to that Arjuna asked the question, should I see only outside or single pointed? Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Mayya mano emam Nitya yukta upasate Shraddhaya parayopeta Teme yuktatama mataha. Sri Krishna, he starts saying that Maya aveshya, single pointed, come to the nucleus. That is the best. Try to understand the roots, fundamentals. When you understand the fundamentals, you can see the application of that one. Maya aveshya mano emam, always nitya yukta upasate, always contemplating on me. Shraddhaya, with faith. Parayo upeta, para as the highest. See me, regard me as the highest. Bhakti means not casual and as the highest. Parayo upeta, teme yuktatama mataha. That type of devotion is better. Yuktatama, that type of devotion is better, Shri Krishna says. Then other one, contemplating on the branches and twigs, Sri Krishna talks about etvakshara anirdeshyam avyaktam pariyupasate sarvatra gamachintyancha kutastam achalam dhruvam sanniyam gramam sarvatra sama-buddhayah te prapnuvanti mameva sarva-bhūtānāṁ ratāः. E tva akshara. Etu akshara avyaktam. Akshara means Lakshmi Tattva or Prakriti. It is there everywhere. Prakriti is there everywhere. Tribirgunair mayy. In the 14th chapter, Sri Krishna talks about Prakriti binds everyone. Three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas. Prakriti, eti akshara avyaktam. Avyakta means not revealed. Avyaktam, anirdeshyam. You can't just pinpoint. It is there everywhere. Pariyupasate, contemplating on one which is not without form, without any form. It is contemplating sarvatra gama echintyancha. It is there everywhere. Kutastam. Prakriti binds everything. You can also do that one. But Sri Krishna says, Sanniyam Indriya Gramam. You need tremendous mastery over your senses. Not to Sarvatra Samabuddhayaha, having equanimity everywhere. Equanimity, no misunderstanding, no misjudgment, always level-headed. Correct knowledge is required. Misunderstanding, misapprehension, wrong apprehension should not be there. Samabuddhayaha te prapnuvanti mameva. They also will come to me. They also will come to me. But Sri Krishna says, Klesho adhikarastesha. Avyakta pariyupas adhikarastesha. Avyakta sakta chetasam. Avyakta hi gatir dukkham. Dehavat biravapyate. But when you are not revealed, no form and everywhere and no quality, God with no quality, you can experience that one. You can't, you are beyond the senses. If you want to meditate, klesho adhikara, it is tough. It is difficult. Sakta chetasam, when it is tough, it will lead to downfall. Your own fall, gatir dukkham, sorrow in your life increases. When you do not have a focus, you are trying to focus on everything, and you cannot lead to loss of happiness in life. Try to get focused. Etu sarvani karmani. Maiy sanyasya matparaha. Ananye naiva yogena. Mam dhyayanta upasate. Sri Krishna says, Etu sarvani karmani. Etu sarvani karmani. You offer all your action, whatever you are doing, offer, you pledge it to me. You pledge your life entirely to me. You dedicate your life for me, and all your actions pledged to me, like in the bank we pledge our property. Sri Krishna says, dedicate your life for me. Pledge everything to me. Sanyasya matpara. Sannyasa means sannyasa, samyak nyasa. Nyasa means putting as a pledge. Samyak means completely. Me as a highest. You dedicate everything to me. Ananye naiva yogena, not anya yoga. Think of me as the highest, not me also. When you have the faith in the God, it is no second thought. No second thought, single-pointed devotion. Mam dhyayanta upasate. Sri Krishna says, without any second thought. Complete devotion. I also devote to this one. I dedicated to Lord. When you are going to the root, when you are going to the nucleus, you had to be very firm and to the point, not going around. Going around as a devotion. Meditation is a process of coming. We have been orbiting in our life, in many orbits are there. Slowly, in the meditation is a process. I have been orbiting, I'm thinking of that one, I'm thinking of that one, I'm thinking of that one. Slowly, like electrons are orbiting, slowly my mind is falling down into the lower orbit, and it is moving towards the nucleus. Meditation is a process of thinking of willy-nilly all over the place. People say, I can't focus, my mind is all over the place. Arjuna asked a question, can I think of anything or only one thing? Meditation, Sri Krishna says, slowly come down, come to the nucleus, come towards the nucleus, offer, dedicate your life completely to me. That is the bhakti. When you are, in Mundaka Upanishad also talks about when the soul comes down and hits the nucleus, like arrow has been released and hit the target, so that connection cannot be broken. That connection is called as yoga. Yoga means you are all over the place, slowly come down. You focus, and when you hit that one, you are not moving anymore. That is called as yoga. Sri Krishna says, that is the one. Dedicate. Sri Krishna says, one who found the target and hit the target, what happens? Teshaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami na chirat partha maya veshita chetasam. Tesha aham samudharta, one who has hit the target that way, one who has completely surrendered. I will take that person out of the cycle of coming and going. Death is a very grieving experience. We think death won't come to us. We are thinking in Bangalore, our neighbor's son, only 49 years, a day before yesterday, had a heart attack and died. And we think nothing will happen, anything can happen. Mrityu, so much of only son, parents are in so much of grief. Death means suffering, and mrityu samsara sagarat, one who has completely surrendered. Death means loss. Death means loss. Death means loss, losing the purpose in life, losing, feeling worthless in life. That is also death. Sri Krishna says, one who has hit that one, I will mrityu samsara, I will take him or her from the feeling of the lost, feeling of death, feeling of unworthy. I will take that person out of that one. Maya veshita chetasam, one who is thinking of me all the time, I will make sure that that person is not fallen into the cycle of coming and going. Sri Krishna says, if you can't find that focus, that nucleus, then at least you know that is where you have to go in meditation. How to get there? Sri Krishna takes one step back. How to jump from outer orbit to the inner orbit? Sri Krishna slowly is taking us. There are 4 orbits he takes us through. If you are immediate one, he talks about mayy manadasva, mayy buddhim niveshaya, nivashisyasi mayyeva, ata urdvam na samshayah. I want to come towards the nucleus, but my mind is pulling me out. Some other distraction, I want to go outside. So I want to come down to the lower orbit towards the nucleus, but so much of distraction. So much of distraction, so many parties are there, so many friends are pulling me out. I want to go, but social pull, so much of attraction, outer attraction, Prakriti's pull is so much, so I forget about the nucleus. Shri Krishna says, people are pulling you for outer interest. You have to, when I can, like a business, when I am investing here, I get a better return. There only I invest. If I am not getting a better return, I won't invest. People are calling me to come out. They think this is a better investment. But I should be convinced that going within, connecting to the nucleus is a better investment. I should know. I should be convinced. People are saying, that is not that one, that is always there. Come here. You invest here, this will yield better return. How to develop that interest? Shri Krishna says, you should know the business. Which one? Learn from the learned. They have seen which one is a better investment. Better investment outside or inside. Mayy manādasva. You bring your mind, focus on that one. Think properly. Outer investment subject to change. Today is a good investment, tomorrow is a hopeless investment. And judgment. You see, use the mind and intellect. My buddhim niveshaya. Think about the nucleus, the greatness. Your life is not a short term. Sooner now, I am so busy, so much of busy, so many yoga classes, that activity, family activity, so many things. As we are getting older, slowly, one by one, we are getting isolated from the society. We are getting disconnected from the society. Nobody wants us. Slowly, when we are getting disconnected, I have to deal with myself. So, who will be there at that time? My family people doesn't want me. My friends doesn't want me. Government doesn't want me. Yeah, our aged care nurses, they won't respond to my bells. So, who will take care? The last minute also, who is there? I had to think about that one. Hear about the greatness of the God. Read through the Shastras. Listen the greatness. And my buddhim niveshaya. When you contemplate on the unchanging things over and over again, nivashisyasi mayyeva, then you know this is a better investment than the other. Other people cannot tempt you. Go out. Because you have used the mind and intellect, you have used your mind and intellect, and you have know which is a better investment, then you start going down. And Shri Krishna says, if you can't discriminate, I don't know which one is right or wrong, which investment is good or not, I don't know. Shri Krishna says, atachittam samādātum na shaknoshi mayi stiram abhyasa yogena tato mam iccāptum dhananjaya. You says, I don't know whether I should go here outside, party, or come inside. I don't know where. Other day retreat, I asked somebody, a lady said her birthday party. Birthday party was more important, and now she is asking when is the next one. So, it's a teacher's time is more important. Birthday is, you can do another day also. It's how to know that one. Shri Krishna says, even if you can't understand what is good investment, bad investment, read the scriptures. Listen to the teachers. Study under the teacher. Have faith in the teacher. What teacher a good teacher never says something which is not good for the student. Good teacher always wishing well of the student. What good teacher says, it is for the betterment of the student. If the student rejects that one, acts willy-nilly, so teacher is not responsible. Shri Krishna says, listen to the read the scriptures, listen to the teacher. Have a teacher and atachittam samadhatum na shaknosi mayy sthiram. If you can't judge, you do the shastra abhyasa yoga. Read the shastras like Bhagavatam. Study about the great devotees of the past. How they managed to bring their mind and intellect focused on the nucleus. Contemplate on that one. Mamichaptum Dhananjaya. And Shri Krishna says, some places you can't find a teacher also. Some places, I don't know which book is there. We are other day in India they were asking the question, simple question, the brothers of Lord Ramachandra. 90% of the population doesn't know. No, we have no idea, no interest. Brothers of simple thing, right from childhood you inculcate this one. Make them to understand, study our Shastra. Shastra, more you study, you enjoy. How brothers were so devoted to Lord Ramachandra. That devotee, when you start reading the greatness of in Ramayana, Hanuman story or Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, you will get an urge. I also must become like that. I also must become like that. In some places, there is no texts are available. In some Middle Eastern countries, you can't take any other scriptural books, or you can't find a teacher. Then how it is possible? No teacher, no book is there. How can I do? Some places I have gone and never exposed. I don't know the language. No one is there to explain, and I can't do. Then what happens? Shri Krishna tells them also. If you are in the outermost orbit, Shri Krishna never discounts them also. He gives them a solution. Abhyasepya samarthosi matkarma paramo bhava madartamapi karmani kurvam siddhi mavapyasi. If you don't know any scriptures, you can't find any teacher, Shri Krishna says, whatever you do, at the end of the day, thank him by dedicate all your actions to me. Whatever good or bad, you can say, I don't know what I am doing, but still at the end you offer it to me. I know what is right or wrong. I don't know whether what should be done, what not to be done, but I dedicate my imperfections to you. Offer your imperfections to God when you are so sincerely offering, acknowledging, I don't know anything, I am imperfect. Lord will make sure that He will make you get connected with somebody who will show you the path. God is so great. If you are longing, I don't know, but I want to know. When the thirst is there, Lord will introduce you to somebody who will guide you further. Abhyasepi asamarthosi. Even if you can't read the scriptures, he says, offer your imperfection or perfection. What you do, you don't know what you are doing, offer it to me. Madartamapi karmani kurvam siddhi. By doing that one, you start getting better in your karma yoga. You start slowly from outer orbit, you start jumping into the inner orbits, you start moving towards the nucleus. Shri Krishna never says you are a sinner, you are done for life. For according to Bhagavad Gita, according to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, nobody is an outcast. Everyone is included, and Shri Krishna says everyone can make it. Make it provided you have a sincere interest, you can make it. Not to take refuge under I don't know the language, I don't know anything, not to say that one. For in Bhagavan Shri Krishna's eyes, everyone has an opportunity. Everyone is potentially a great devotee. Lord wants everyone to come towards Him. Lord wants everyone to come out of their suffering. Come out of the suffering. That is why so passionately He is giving this Bhagavad Gita, song of the Lord, worth singing again and again. And Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasa jnana dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma palatyagam tyaga shanti anantaram. Whether we come out of the cycle of birth or death, that is secondary. Sri Krishna says the hallmark of a devotee is happiness, peace, joy in life. Everyone is seeking the happiness. We are seeking the happiness by going to the movie, going to the restaurant, going to the party, going to the sports event, going for a holiday, whatever everyone is seeking happiness. But lasting happiness, the mark of a devotee is happy within. It's Shri Krishna says, through this practice, Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasat. Through this study of the scriptures, you get knowledge. That is better. The second-hand information is better. You are reading that one, jnanam abhyasa, jnana dhyanam vishishyate. When you start getting the knowledge, you can think better. Your clarity in thinking better improves. Many things you can analyze yourself. Instead of asking question, why it happened, when the knowledge is there, you can analyze things better, you can get the answers for yourself. Jnana dhyanam, you can meditate. Dhyanat karma palatyaga. When you are meditating, when one who can meditate, karma palatyaga, will not get upset if the desired outcome doesn't come. Desired outcome, you have done your best. But desired outcome, it is not in our hands. Karma palatyagam, does the action, outcome doesn't bother. I have done my best. When you are no longer craving for the outcome, you are doing your best. When whatever happens is God's will. Tyaga shanti anantaram. That person is happy. Because I don't have a preset mind that I should get this one. I am doing my best. Outcome did not happen, but still I am not shaken. That devotee, mark of a devotee, to get that one, you need karma yoga. To become a karma yogi, a bhakta, you need karma yoga. You need jnana. Jnana yoga is required. And able to offer everything. So becoming a devotee is not easy. When outcome, tyaga karma palatyagam, when the outcome of your actions are not in your control, you are not upset, then that person is happy for no reason. That person, Shri Krishna further says, that type of devotee is my own devotee. I look after that person. When you come closer, you are not shaken. Otherwise, small thing. In my job, my upline 20% is removed, downline 20% removed. I am so worried, I can't sleep. And do your best. It is not in your hand, you are not upset, you are offered everything. Outcome is not in my hand. When outcome is not in my hand, you are peace. You are in peace. Nobody can take what you do not have. We have you can think of, you have come with nothing and go with nothing. For example, from India, when I moved out of India in 1993, I left the country with borrowed money from my father, $500. That is my seed money. Whatever I have now, I'm on a profit. I'm on a profit. So, life, and when you go, again empty-handed. Nothing, no empire of mine will come along with me. So, not to get too upset. Decide what you want. Whatever God knows, God gave me a platform to play my game. He will, if not this platform, He will give me another platform. Trust in Him, you will have a peace of mind. Adveṣhṭā, he talks about 40 qualities of a devotee. Why he is talking about? He wants all of us to imbibe those qualities. Whenever we are going out of calibration, these contemplating on these 40 qualities helps us to come back and reset ourselves, calibrate ourselves. Adveṣhṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
adveṣhṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
maitraḥ karuṇa evaca.
maitraḥ karuṇa evaca.
nirmamo nirahankāraḥ.
nirmamo nirahankāraḥ.
sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣhamī.
sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ.
adveṣhṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ. adveṣhṭā, when I do not have my own personal agenda, whatever happens, I am not carried away. The quality of the devotee, adveṣhṭā, not hating. Why? The adveṣhṭā, I am not hating others because I don't have personal agenda. If I have personal agenda that I should get a promotion, not my colleague, then if that person gets, I start hating that person. When I do not have my own personal agenda, I am doing my best. I offer dedicated to the Lord. I am not worried whether my neighbor is getting prosperous or my neighbor is getting a bigger house or a better car. I am not worried. Adveṣhṭā, no hating. Sarva-bhūtānāṁ, no hating nobody. Maitraḥ karuṇa evaca, very friendly person. Whoever seeks for help reaches out. Reaches out, not to say, other day you did not help me, I won't help you. And maitraḥ, friendly person, whoever seeks your help, reach out if you can. Karuṇa evaca, compassionate. If someone is suffering, you don't say, that person did not help us, now he is in trouble, let him suffer. Not to say that one, have a compassion. Compassion, when you see the God everywhere, then you see the God present in everyone. Karuṇa evaca, nirmamo, not to cling on to me and mine. Devotee knows sooner or later you have to give up everything and go empty-handed. Nirahankāraḥ, if you are successful in your life, not to be too arrogant. This is mine. You are a stupid person. You are a dumb person. You don't know, not to put down others. Nirahankāraḥ, sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣhamī. Balanced person, dukkha and sukha. In the good time and bad time, try to maintain the equanimity. Sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣhamī. Kṣhamī means very compassionate, pardoning. If anyone says, however, maybe your arch enemy, but that person comes and says, sorry, you should have a big heart to pardon that person. Pardon that person, sukhaḥ kṣhamī. Santuṣhṭaḥ satataṁ yogī.
santuṣhṭaḥ satataṁ yogī.
yatātmā dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ.
yatātmā dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ.
mayy arpita-mano-buddhir.
mad-bhaktaḥ.
mad-bhaktaḥ samē priyaḥ.
mad-bhaktaḥ priyaḥ.
Santuṣhṭaḥ satataṁ yogī. The another mark of a yogi is no personal agenda, always happy. Happy. Our children, they are doing the yoga teachers training. It's a message for you also. Hiranya Apratim, always be happy. The mark of a devotee. Not to have a long face, crying face, and always happy. Santuṣhṭaḥ, always happy. Satataṁ yogī, one who is always happy, having a smile, and for that person there is a sannidhana of Bhagavan is there. Yogī, yatātmā, not to give up easily. Keep on trying and not to say, I am a devotee, God will do everything. God will do everything. I am a devotee, I offered everything to Him, let Him look after. Let him look after. I am a God's devotee, I won't cook the food. Let God come and prepare the food. Not that one. Yatātmā, do your best. You are trying, struggling all the time. You are striving to perfect yourselves. Never gives up. dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ. dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ, firm conviction. Devotee is, I am devoted. If somebody says that is not devotion, you should focus here. You should focus here. Devotee's mind cannot be swayed. Devotee's mind is not swayed, is so focused. dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ. Mayy arpita-mano-buddhir, offering mind and intellect. Mano-buddhir, that type of devotee is yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ. That type of devotee is dear to me. Yo mad-bhaktaḥ, again, adveṣhṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
adveṣhṭā sarva-bhūtānāṁ.
maitraḥ karuṇa evaca.
maitraḥ karuṇa evaca.
nirmamo nirahankāraḥ.
nirmamo nirahankāraḥ.
sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣhamī.
sama-duḥkha-sukhaḥ kṣhamī.
santuṣhṭaḥ satataṁ yogī.
santuṣhṭaḥ satataṁ yogī.
yatātmā dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ.
yatātmā dṛiḍha-niśhchayaḥ.
mayy arpita-mano-buddhir.
mayy arpita-mano-buddhir.
yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ.
yo mad-bhaktaḥ same priyaḥ.
Try to memorize, and once we complete this chapter, we will have a recitation competition. Those who sing this chapter in meter, melodiously, correctly, they will get a prize. Okay, we will do that one. I want everyone to it's what prize? It says karma palatyagam. And Vasudeva sutam devam. Kamsa-chanūra-mardhanam. Devaki paramanandam. Krishnam vande jagadgurum.